When it comes to balancing your modern day career with your faith and your religion, it becomes a bit tricky. With careers like OnlyFans popping up these days, how are modern women balancing these two things? How are they, so to speak, keeping their morals intact while at the same time engaging in this type of career? Well, today we're going to be checking out an interesting clip from the Word of a podcast called Andrew Wilson Offends Christian Women for Questioning Women in the Church. Now, I'm not sure exactly what road we're going down here, but I do believe it links well with the question that I just posed. How do these modern women that create this type of content keep their morals intact, as they so say, while at the same time engaging in work that is deemed degenerate and that is deemed, how can I say this, purely disgusting by the majority of society? Well, we're going to be finding out very, very shortly. Before we do, though, make sure that you are subscribed to Goals and Growth. Guys, thank you very much for helping us reach a very, very important milestone. The channel has recently gotten monetized, and that's just due to you guys doing such amazing work watching the video. So I really do appreciate each one of you. I really would appreciate it if you like the video, share the videos with friends and family, and most importantly, because you are so awesome in clicking on this thumbnail today, make sure that you go and grab your free gift, which is a free motivational ebook down below in the description. 100% free. Other than that, let's dive into this.
What offends me is actually your use of the law against women, because I don't think that, like, that woman who was here, who had been born again and
Born again.
she had gone such a long ways, and you were...
Here's my issue. You see a lot of these OnlyFans girls, adult actresses, claiming to be born again, right? Claiming to start a clean slate. I'm sorry. How do you start on a clean slate after you've done that? How do you start on a clean slate if you know that there's videos of you doing the most repulsive things on the internet? And guess what? It's never going away. Those videos are always going to be on the web. So ask yourself this question. I mean, do you believe? Let's pose the question for the audience today. Let me know in the comment section your answer. Do you believe that an adult actress could be reborn? Right? Could, so to speak, start on a clean slate, that she's born pure again? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and why you say that, or why not.
It doesn't matter the way you say it. Like, I know how your stance on tone, so it's fine by me. But you were saying that she was somehow not worthy of being who she was because she was teaching other women.
I don't think
Or
I said that's
correct me
right.
on
So
that.
let me
Then correct me.
respond to both
Okay.
of these points. Point one, she can't teach other women because women can't be clergy in Christianity. Two, she made it a point that niceness was a part of Christian doctrine, and it's not, and it
No.
never has been. And I pointed out that this is not a Christian virtue. She's teaching falsely. Women cannot be clergy in Christianity, period. They're not allowed to be clergy, period. Never. Not even once. They're not allowed to even once. You can't be like, oh, we're just funning. We just made one for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Even if the results of it, you could argue the results or the consequences of this might be better in some way. It doesn't matter. The purpose of the religion is not that the consequences are always good. That's not the purpose of the religion.
Correct.
I understand. So I do know that that's backed up biblically. And I'd also like to say that in 1 Timothy, it says, treat older women like your mothers and treat younger women like they're your sisters with purity. And I'm wondering, where do you follow the law on that?
Well, so yeah, let's dive into this. We're talking about matrons, you're talking about Paul in this case, and I quote this quite a bit myself. And when you're talking about matrons and how matrons are supposed to teach, they're supposed to teach from a position of a pure heart to only women. They're not supposed to have a ministry. Ministry would imply both. It's
yeah.
okay for matrons to give
That
matronly
woman
wisdom.
said
hang
it
on,
was
hang on.
women.
Let me finish. I'm answering the question. It's okay for matrons to give matronly wisdom, but they're not allowed to teach the gospel. They're not allowed to do that. That's not their place. They're not allowed to be clergy.
Well,
If she
why
was
are
just
you
talking to her
allowed to
daughter-
not
hang on,
treat women
almost
with
done,
respect?
Almost done. Didn't cut you off. Almost done. If she was just talking to her daughter about the gospel, things like this, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, but saying I'm a minister, I'm a part of clergy, and teach women as a part of a church clergy is wrong. Period. It's wrong across the board. It's
Okay,
wrong
I
theology.
disagree.
Do you know
I
what's also
disagree.
wrong? Smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, which you've been doing the whole time. You know, if we're going to talk
Why is
about
that wrong?
fall, because
Go
your
ahead, tell me
body
why it's
is a
wrong.
temple.
Because
Your
what is
body
that?
is a temple.
Oh yeah, where's that said in the Bible?
It is said in
Yeah.
the Bible, and you're
Yeah, where?
ruining your
Where does it
temple.
say it?
And it does say you're not supposed to get drunk because
Am
you're
I-
going to.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins
Oh.
and Dean Graziosi. I have a question for you. If you had to make a choice between
Drunk?
I mean, guys, this is why religion is such it's such a sensitive, not a sensitive topic per se, but it's such a hard topic to speak about because you have all. If you look at the Bible, for example, we have all of these different interpretations that can be made, and it's pretty. I've always thought it was very vague. I always thought it was very. How could you make that conclusion from that particular statement, kind of thing? And me myself, not too invested in religion. I'm not an atheist per se, but I'm not too invested in religion. I've always thought that some of the things were very, how can I say this? Not very vague, right? Because you have something that is stated, it could be interpreted in 1,000 different ways by different people. So which interpretation is correct? You understand? So I mean, it's a really hard debate, and when it comes to things like the roles of different genders in biblical terms, it gets even more complicated. But let's continue.
In the Bible.
It
Did you
is
make
said
it
in the
up?
Bible, and you're
Yeah, where?
ruining your
Where does it
temple.
say it?
And it does say you're not supposed to get drunk.
He's not drunk.
Because
Am
you're
I
gonna
drunk?
He's not
I'm
drunk.
not. I'm just saying you're drinking alcohol and you're smoking
And
cigarettes. You're
is
ruining
drinking
your
alcohol
temple.
a problem?
No, I'm just saying if you're going to talk about
No,
Christianity,
drinking alcohol is not a problem. Okay, so then why'd you bring it up as being a problem from a Christian perspective?
getting drunk is any
and
kind
he's
of
not
altercation.
drunk?
I don't know. Are you?
Well, let's see.
I'm
I don't
just
know.
saying
We've
if
been
you're
at this
gonna
show for
judge-
5 hours. We've been at the show for 5 hours.
you're
I've
gonna
had
judge-
3 beers. Do you think I'm drunk?
I don't know, but if you're going to judge, then you know you have to get judgment back. So
And
I'm just
that's
saying,
fine.
and a
Fair.
good
Yeah.
Christian
Back.
actually
so you
doesn't
have
judge.
judged. Hang on. So you have judged that Christians are not allowed to drink alcohol.
No,
Is that correct?
that's
Which is
not what I'm
incorrect.
saying at
Well,
all.
then
I'm just
why
saying
did you bring that
can't
up as a
say that you're so,
criticism of
you
me?
can't say that you're so righteous if you're sinning as well. And sins are the same in the
Tell me
Bible.
why I
Hold on.
can't drink.
Donated
Tell me why I can't drink.
$200.
One
It
sec.
does
Why-
not matter
why?
if you are
Tell me why.
offended. The truth is what matters. She was calling herself a pastor, which is not possible,
And a lie. Correct.
A lie is a sin. Teaching from a place of lies furthers
This
the
is
sin.
Yes. Absolutely.
Tell me where. Tell me why I'm not allowed to drink beer while I'm doing a podcast. Tell me why that's sinful. Tell me why that's wrong. Go ahead.
You can do whatever you want, and I'm not judging you.
No,
Nobody's
no,
perfect.
that's not what I
but
asked
I think
you.
what
said
here
she's
is
trying to
saying,
say.
sinful.
if you're ruining your temple, which is God's body for you,
So
right?
do I ruin my
that
kid
is a
temple when I
sin.
eat a donut?
Just like a prostitute is ruining her body. It's the same thing.
Oh,
A
yeah.
sin is a
Oh,
sin.
it's
It
the
says
same
in the
thing.
Old
So I
Testament,
ruined
That's-
right? They are
Am I
equal
allowed?
sins.
Am I allowed to eat a
Lying,
donut?
stealing.
Am I allowed to eat a donut?
Technically,
is-
no. It's bad for your body.
No.
This is actually that's an actually interesting question that I haven't thought of. Is all sin equal in magnitude? Is I mean, a sin is a sin, so to speak, but is this particular sin, does it carry the same weight as this sin, or do they have different magnitudes, or what's the conclusion there? Let me know. Someone who's more clued up about it, let me know in the comment section.
I'm not allowed to eat
I mean,
a donut.
if
Am I
we're-
allowed to breathe oxygen?
I mean,
Because
you
that
have
decays
to.
my body over time.
But
It
if you're
does.
talking about putting like high fructose corn syrup and all those bad things in your body, it is
I'm not
technically
allowed
a
to
sin
have a
because
Coke?
it is your temple.
So
I'm
I'm not
not
allowed to
saying
have
we're
Coke.
perfect, but I'm just calling you out.
Wait,
as
wait,
I'm
wait,
calling
to
you
go
out.
off what
I
she's
want to make
saying.
sure. Hang on, stop. Now you know. Now, if you want to know why it is I'm so hard on these women, now you know. Because this woman next to you just told me that it's sinful to drink. She couldn't back it up. Right? She did make
It is
an
sinful to
actual.
drink.
Hang on, stop. My turn now. She did make an actual biblical appeal, but she didn't know where it was. She just heard it in passing.
Yeah.
On top of that, she said, "I can't drink a Coke. I can't eat a donut, right? I can't do anything." Apparently, Christians aren't allowed to do
anything,
because
yeah.
if we eat a donut,
not what I
that's
said.
like sucking 100 dicks like a prostitute, right?
That is not
like
what I
that?
said.
Isn't it
That's
like
not what
that?
I said.
Literally where that comes from.
Bruh.
Yeah, well, isn't that an entailment? I'm sorry, isn't that an entailment? Isn't sucking 100 penises like me eating a donut?
Absolutely.
Well, I think what she's
No.
trying to
Isn't
say,
it?
which she
No,
can correct me.
Andrew, it's absolutely the same. It's absolutely the same thing. This is what I don't understand, bro. This is what it's the thing of, okay, you know what? Everyone, literally everyone on this earth is sinning every single day. Yes, you could so-called repent and be forgiven, but to only just sin again. I mean, where does the cycle end? Where is the line drawn, and where does it end? Where does that forgiveness end? These are questions that have to be asked, man.
Isn't that an entailment? I'm sorry, isn't that an entailment? Isn't sucking 100 penises like me eating a donut? Go ahead.
Well,
Cindy.
I think what she's
No.
trying to
Isn't
say,
it?
which she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what she's trying to say is that everybody has all these like sins, whether they're hidden or not.
Correct.
Okay?
Like
I'm not
drinking a
saying
Coke?
I'm not saying what you're doing is a sin. I don't know you. You know, I don't know what in the context of it. I'm just saying.
You can't tell me what I'm doing is a sin or not? You don't have judgment?
No.
You don't have discernment? You can't discern what's a sin?
No. Not
Then
in
why
your
should I
life.
take your word for anything when it comes to Christianity? You can't even discern what's a sin.
It's between you and God, Andrew. I'm not gonna
No.
I'm not gonna look into your life. Yeah, you can have whatever criticisms you have about me. You know, that's fine. All I'm saying is that
Have I made any personal criticisms about you?
Nope.
It seems like all the criticisms
No,
have to come
what you
from
just-
you guys to me.
what you just said was that you can't trust what I say about God, and that's fine because, like I said, I didn't
That's
grow.
not a personal criticism. That's an entailment of your logic.
And that's-
if you say I cannot make any judgment on another person's sin,
Yeah. Mhm.
then you have told me that you cannot discern what is sin.
Well,
You are incapable of telling me what is sinful. So why would I ever listen
for
to you?
another person, for myself, I think I can tell for myself, but I don't know, I don't know your whole grand scheme of things. I think for some people, drinking could be a sin. For some people, it could not. I'm just saying, I'm not here. I don't think that I could add
All right, okay. Let's cut it there. But anyway, I get where she's coming from. Right, for some people, this sin might be worse than this one. But once again, you watching right now, what do you think? Do you think that they carry equal weight? Is a sin a sin? And there's no ranking of sins, or how does it work? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Can women technically be part of the clergy? Right? Is it acceptable? Is it not acceptable? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.